with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy good morning to most of you. A little bit of sunshine here and there. Hey, I hope your day's going well for you, wherever you might be. Currently, we have cloudy skies, 67 degrees at the airport. It is 68 here at Radio Center. We were a little bit warmer earlier. Currently, Midland is at 66. Downtown Bay City is at 67 degrees. Yeah, we were up right around 70 degrees a little bit earlier this morning. Temperature continued to drop off just a little bit, but it's going to stay pretty steady as we go through the remainder of the day today. We're not going to have any peaks and valleys. And tonight, we more than likely won't drop below 60 degrees for a low, again, with some clouds around. We will have some spotty showers as we go through the day today and into the evening hours. Once again, some spotty showers around late night tonight, but during the day tomorrow, it appears as though we're going to be pretty much rain-free. We are going to have clouds. Temperatures will get a little bit warmer during the afternoon, right around 73 degrees. We'll see some sun. We'll have a southwest breeze, 8-9 miles per hour. A little bit more breeze today and tonight, but it'll drop back off just a little. And then tomorrow night, we're going to be looking at, once again, a chance of a shower as we move into the late evening hours and into the early morning hours on Thursday. Our low tomorrow night will be right around 62. Then on Thursday, clouds, sun, scattered showers around, kind of a broken record, a little bit warmer still, 74 for a high on Thursday. And Thursday night, we'll drop down into the 50s, I think 55, 56 degrees for a low on Thursday night. Then on Friday, partly cloudy skies till later in the day. And then once again, there will be a chance of some showers around. 68 will be our high temperature on Friday. 48 for a low on Friday night with scattered shower activity. There will be a little bit better coverage of the scattered showers on Friday night. And as we move into the early morning hours on Saturday, the big change is a weak cold front is going to be driving itself through the state late Friday night and early Saturday morning. So as a result, we'll have clouds. We'll have some scattered shower activity, especially during the day on Saturday. Hit and miss, not a lot of coverage. 58. That's going to be the big difference. 58 degrees for a high on Saturday. But then as we move into the day on Sunday, once again, we'll be moving into the 60s. And by Monday, with sun on Sunday, sun on Monday, we'll see some temperatures moving into the middle 60s once again. Temperature trend over the next several days, at least through the 25th. So now we're talking right up into the last week of the month of October. Temperatures will be running above average. I think there is going to be a rather big change as far as the precipitation pattern that will be below normal for this time of the year once we roll into the work week next week and over the period to take us at least up through about the 25th of the month. We did have some folks asking us about the month of October, and yeah, there are parts of the Lower Peninsula that have had record-breaking precipitation for an October. The wettest October that we were able to see was set 2 years ago in 2019, just under 8 inches of rain officially at MBS International Airport. Now, some of you have seen 8 inches of rain in 24 hours this year. So obviously you get into the central part of the Lower Peninsula. I think October will go down in the record books as one of the wettest Octobers ever. For us in the immediate Great Lakes Bay region along the I-75 corridor, we are going to be wet, but we're not, I don't think, going to break any records. But again, this is only the 12th of October. We got a long ways to go. So anything and everything can happen, but it doesn't appear as though Any above normal precipitation trends are in the forecast once we finish up with this week. And we did get a little bit of precipitation overnight last night. Most of you reporting 1/10 of an inch or less. We did have a couple of isolated showers that moved through. A quick 2/10, 3/10 of an inch, heavy downpour in a real short period of time. And that was about it. That seemed to be the biggest share of attention that we got as far as any rainfall amounts. There is a little bit of light rain being reported down in southeast Michigan in the Ann Arbor area. We're also looking at some drizzle. Let's say Ionia, Grand Rapids, Benton Harbor, Big Rapids over in that area. Some light rain over in Manistee. Pellston also looking at light rain. Grand Rapids looking at some light rain. But by the same token, we're seeing partly sunny skies in a number of areas too, including northern Michigan. So hit and miss, that's the way it is, whether it's sun or whether it's rain. And that's the way it's going to stay for the next 2-3 days. And we are going to have some pretty nice weather too. So we'll take it, I guess, as it goes. Record high in this state is 83. And that was set back in 1930 and tied in 1995. The record low, 24, set way back in 1908. And a year ago today, our high was 68, our low was 45. We picked up about 3/10 of an inch of rain a year ago today. Incidentally, the first October snow at MBS International Airport was today, 3/10 of an inch. And that was set back in 2006. Incidentally, tomorrow, we had picked up about a 1/2 inch of snow, but that was way back in 1936. So, yeah, we begin to see some snowfall accumulations. They don't last very long, but we're starting to get it. And about the earliest that you will see it here in the Great Lakes Bay region is right around the 12th of October. That has been on record as the earliest. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Oh, incidentally, sun sets this evening at 6:58. It'll rise tomorrow morning at 7:48. And it was nice to see a sunset last night. More on the weather, as I said. We'll get to Rick Hollister over at the Andersons, a little preview of what we think is going to happen on this big government report. He'll be talking about that in a moment. And incidentally, today is National Farmers Day. So we hope to link up with Chuck Lipstrew with the Michigan Agribusiness Association to talk a little bit about that. All of that coming up. But first, this reminder, the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Weather report and farm service brought to you today by the folks at Hilleshog Seeds. You know, after a phenomenal growing season and harvest is well underway, Mr. Farmer, are you hauling beets or are you hauling sugar? Growers who came back to Hilleshog in 2021 are reaping the rewards of worldwide research and varieties bred specifically for Michigan. Your Hilleshog agent will be contacting you soon, so be sure to ask about even better varieties for 2022 from Hilleshog. We say good morning to Rick Hollister. Rick, what's going on ahead of that government report?
Good morning, Terry. Well, our little downtrend that we started last Friday in the corn, soybeans, and wheat markets is continuing today as we will look at some of the average trade guesses for what this USDA report will tell us, this monthly supply and demand update today at noon. And it looks like the average trade guess for soybean yields is up to 51.1 bushel per acre, which is a half a bushel higher than what we saw a month ago in the supply and demand report back in September. And if that is where the USDA comes out, that'll be our highest yield estimate we've seen for this 2021 crop. So it's been a little damaging to soybean prices for new crop here, down 13 or 14 today, pulling corn down 5 or 6. Wheat's also down 3 or 4. So we're looking for some good news to try and reverse this trend. Maybe we'll get a surprise out of the report today, but and we're really not expecting any big changes in corn yield estimates. So sometimes when you're not expecting it, sometimes that's when you get those surprises. But we did have another little announcement this morning, a small jag of export corn sold to Mexico. But it looks like we also are going to miss out on a wheat tender over at Egypt. We like selling wheat to Egypt, and we'd like to be competitive. But just U.S. wheat prices are just not there competitive in the world market today. So not a lot to hang your hat on to reverse this downtrend, and so we're just continuing, and then we'll see what the USDA has to tell us here in just a few minutes.
So on the board right now, what do you have in Hemlock?
Yeah, so corn for this fall delivery right now, we're at 482. That's down 6. New crop for next fall at 472, down a nickel. Soybeans for this fall at 1164. They're down 14. New crop next year beans at 1170, down 13. Old crop red wheat at 668. New crop for next summer at 690. Old crop white at 668 also, and the new crop white wheat for next summer at 695.
Have a good day, Rick. Thank you.
Harry, you as well. Thank you.
I will. Rick Hollister over at the Andersons. Let's take a little bit of a bigger look as far as what's going on in Chicago with all the ag-related issues. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer standing by. The market report brought to you by Hudson Inc., formerly Bader & Sons Company, and D&G Equipment, selling and servicing John Deere and Steel equipment. It is harvest season in Michigan, so please respect and look out for farm equipment on the roads as they travel from field to field. Happy harvest from Hudson. And by the folks at Steiner Tractor Parts, new parts for old tractors. That's what it's all about. They'll take care of you because they know how important that tractor is to you. 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. Doug, what have we got right now?
Well, we got a few things going on. The dollar hit a new high today, so you can probably look towards Soros for that. He's a big currency manipulator. So see where he takes that, but it's not good. Coal is running a little bit, kind of running out in China. And so they're a little bit nervous about that. You can probably thank way back to Obama for that and knocking out West Virginia out of the coal business. I guess he probably thought opiates were a better deal for them. It didn't work out. Smithfield, if you remember them, the pork company of the United States that China bought out, they hit a new low today. So they're not doing so good. I wonder where that's going. I checked on propane the other day. We were talking about that. And my guy still says he can sell it for $1.30, so I might want to look at that one. And the World Bank came out and said they did not favor China in their dealings with the IMF and all that stuff. It's kind of like Nixon waving his fingers and saying he's not a crook, but hey, we all know where that went. Here's your numbers. December corn is 527 1/4, down 5 3/4. The March corn is 536 1/4, down 6 cents. November soybeans 1213 3/4, down 14 1/2. The March soybeans 1236 1/2, that's down 13 1/2. December wheat is 728 1/4, down 3 1/2, and the March wheat is 741, down 4 1/2. They're holding crude oil up pretty solid, 80.61 right now, up 10 cents. The heating oil is 250 1/2, down 0.8 of a penny. Gasoline is 238, that's up 0.2 of a penny. And natural gas 538 1/2, that's up 4 1/4 cents. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar only gets you $1.2451 at the border. That's down 31 ticks. The yen is at 113.67, up 37 ticks. The euro is at 115.33, down 18 ticks. The dollar's at 94.46, up 15 ticks. Gold's at 1759.10, up $4.50. Silver's at 22.54, down 12 cents. Platinum's at $1,003.90, down $1.
All right. You have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
You bet. Take care. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Well, I've got him on the phone. Let's slide over to Chuck Lipstrew with the Michigan Agribusiness Association. Chuck, kind of a special day nationwide, and I know it's really special for us in the agribusiness here in Michigan as well.
Good opportunity to say thank you to all the farmers out there that are core to the success of the ag sector. Starts on the farm. We've got a $100 billion agriculture industry in Michigan. Our members are really proud to be a big part of that, but let's be clear. It starts on the farm with the farmers out there. And we know that there's a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication and a whole lot of forward thinking and innovation that goes into running a successful farm. So MABA has done what we can on our social media feeds today, and we're definitely talking about the importance of our Michigan farmers here on National Farmers Day. We've said to a lot of folks over the years, our agribusinesses and our farmers in Michigan, their success is intertwined. So when farmers are successful, rural businesses and rural communities are successful, and vice versa. So I think it's really important to take the opportunity to say thank you to our farmers here on National Farmers Day.
We talk about industries that lead the way here in Michigan, and obviously a lot of us talk about the automotive industry. We talk about tourism. We talk about a lot of things that Michigan has going for it. One thing that's gone through all the ebb and flows, and arguably right now, some folks think that agriculture is the number one revenue generating industry here in the state.
Well, everybody eats. And again, that starts with farmers, and then those jobs and the economic opportunity goes all the way down the chain with logistics and all the businesses that work with farmers to help them be successful, all the way to the grocery and restaurant workers that get food directly on people's plates. So, Terry, I definitely buy that. Depends on how you count. We often say that agriculture is Michigan's second largest industry once you account for all the different jobs that are tied up in helping people get food on the plate. And again, that all starts with our farmers. So it is a very important thing to remember the importance of what they do, what you all do out there, and say thank you here on National Farmer Day.
Chuck Lipstrew, always appreciate your comments. You take care, all righty?
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
I will. Chuck Lipstrew with the Michigan Agribusiness Association. Jerry Smolsky will be joining us in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet Buick in Vassar. By now, you know that the car and truck market is just as hot as the housing market. Did you know that in much of Michigan and most of the U.S., people are paying sticker price and even thousands more than sticker? Well, thanks to the GM Family Purchase Program, most people in mid-Michigan get to buy low and sell high. That's right, your trade-in might even be worth more than you paid for. With your GM purchase price at Cook Chevrolet Buick, you'll get crazy money for your trade-in or lease turn-in, but you'll pay thousands less than sticker for your new Chevrolet. Check out just two of our offers. Blazers leasing right now for as low as $275. Silverados from just $321. Will you ever get a chance to buy low and sell high again? Get out right now to the Cook GM Superstore, M15, top of the hill in Vassar.
Payments based on 36-month GM employee and family lease, 10,000 miles per year, and includes all rebates. $576 on Blazer, $805 on Silverado due at signing. Visit us online at cookchevybuick.com. Chevy, find new roads.
If you want to have better managing of your risks that come with farming, now you can add a measure of security with multi-peril crop insurance from NAU Country Insurance Company and WikiCrop Insurance. Get a hold of Kyle at WikiCrop and he'll show you an NAU Country protection plan that's right for you and your farm. Remember, protection that makes farming less risky and make sure you can recover from a devastating crop loss. It's all a part of working with WikiCrop and NAU Country. Just give Kyle a call today, 989-284-9975. Jerry Smolsky, what's up today?
Terry, been getting a lot of calls lately about pine trees. They're not looking good. There's something wrong with them. Well, actually, they're just doing fine. A lot of that yellowy needles that's showing up, if you look, if they're all on the interior, that's a natural shedding. Evergreens aren't evergreen. They only hold 2 to 3 years needles, depends on how what kind of tree, and then those interior needles drop off. And this is the time of year many of those varieties and species are dropping needles. So again, because you've got yellow needles on your pine, go out and look, and if it's the interior portion of it, you're doing just fine.
Good advice. Jerry, thank you.
All right, Terry.
We'll talk to you again soon, okay? Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese. They do offer competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans, Mr. Farmer. So give them a call for a quote today. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency joining me right now. Craig, Mother Nature is just backing us up, and backing us up. And I got a funny feeling that if anything goes wrong with any of this equipment, we're going to have to use somebody else's equipment and very possibly rent equipment somewhere. Any tips, any advice?
Yes, certainly, Terry. Yes, Mother Nature is not really on our side currently. And when we do get back out in the field, it's probably going to be full speed ahead. If something were to happen to your harvesting equipment, whether it be a beet harvester or a combine or whatever, if it's covered from the policy, say it's hit by a vehicle or it's burned in a fire or vandalized or something to that effect, there typically, from most insurance policies, there is money available for the rent of a replacement or to hire somebody to finish the harvest for you. Again, that has to be something that is already covered by the policy for that to kick in. So if you tear up an engine or a transmission, unfortunately, that money won't be available in those situations.
So for more information, might be a good idea to give you a call?
Yes, let us know, and we can tell you what's on your policy, and we can make adjustments if necessary, for sure.
And that number?
800-572-0939.
Fantastic. Craig, you take care. We'll talk to you again soon, okay?
Okay, Terry, thank you.
All righty. Steve Anderson with Baird joining us in a moment.
What's going on with your sprayer?
I let my son drive. I got sick of spraying beets myself. Can you fix it?
I can fix anything. But why all the spraying?
Cercospora, it's awful.
You still aggressively spraying? You should plant CR Plus seed instead. It's a new trait from KWS that's Cercospora tolerant. It's bred right in.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's remarkable.
How do you know about that?
I told you. I can fix anything, even your sugar beet fields. KWS CR Plus trait is licensed to Beta Seed and Crystal Brand Seed.
The revolutionary patented design of New Holland Tiger Points helps optimize soil health by lifting, twisting, and rolling compacted soil in both wet and dry conditions. Available at Ellen's Equipment in McBain, Ithaca, and Beale City, New Holland Tiger Points maximize water and root infiltration, minimize runoff and soil erosion, and increase subsoil moisture for greater yield and profit potential. For more information, visit Ellen's Equipment today.
Let's find out what's going on in New York right now on the market. Steve Anderson with Baird joining me this morning. Steve, what's happening now?
Well, the markets are showing slight improvement. Dow Jones Industrial Averages ahead by 30 points, putting it at 34,526. Volume there is 300 million shares. NASDAQ's ahead by 14. That puts it at 14,499.69. We'll almost go to 14.5. Volume 329 million shares. Locally, they're mixed, though. Caterpillar 191.41 down 148. Deere 332.94 up 35. CMS 59.65 up 30. Dow 57.76 down 47. DuPont 68.82 down 94. Corteva 41.83 down 63. GM 59.21 up 113. Trinzio 55.37 up 3. Walmart 140.29 up 76. Home Depot 339.34 up 237. Huntington Bank 15.72 down 9. And AT&T is 25.47 down 56. So
you take care. Have a good day. Thanks, Steve.
I certainly will. You do the same. Thank you.
Will do. We'll be right back.
Why do I plant NK seeds? Because every seed's an investment, and I don't gamble on my farm. Out here, every seed's got to earn its acre. That's why I need corn and soybeans that deliver the results I expect. And it's why I always make room for elite performers from NK, because every investment owes me a return, and success matters. Find your local NK retailer at nkseeds.com/retailer.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Tri-County Equipment. Remember, the savings just keep stacking up until October the 29th with 0% APR for 60 months on Series 1, 2, and 3 tractors from John Deere and Tri-County Equipment. Remember, when you're talking John Deere and Michigan's Thumb, as well as Saginaw, Reese, and Birch Run, you are talking Tri-County Equipment, working harder, doing more. Back at 12:30, now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Stone Specialist Studios, this is WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland,